Hey all, got a little treat for you today. I've had people ask me what is a bingo or bingo pinball. I'm going to show you, because if you haven't had a chance to play one of these, you owe it to yourself to try and find one. Take a look. What I have here is a 1952 Bally Palm Beach. I've got a couple bingos, but this one is probably the most simple. I've been playing it for a little bit tonight, so I already have some credits, and so far I've been doing good. So I guess if I'm going to blow it, it's going to be here while I'm recording it. But I'll give you a quick overview of what it is. Straight up 1952, kind of a beach scene. I guess that's why it's Palm Beach. These are your credits that you will receive for winning bingos. I'll go over that here in a second. Here is the amount of credits on the machine right now. I've got 180. I started with 0. And I got it up over 200 and back down and back up, so I've been doing pretty good. And I'll show you how we go about doing that. I say this is a simple bingo machine because it's technically only a one card, a single card. Over here, to the left and to the right of the main card, you have what are called super cards. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put in some coins, and unlike a arcade game or a pinball machine, this thing will keep taking your coins. There's really no limit. At least this one. These early Bally's did that. Some games have a certain coin limit. But what it is, if you're familiar with pinball, there are no flippers on this game. Okay? What it is you have on most games, most bingos, you have 25 holes. Some have 20, and there's a few oddities out there, but it's usually 25 holes. You're going to start off your game with 5 balls. Okay, you can shoot them all at once, you can shoot them one at a time. Pick your strategy. So what we're going to do, I'm sure you've played bingo before, and if you haven't, looking at your card, in this particular game, see anywhere these numbers are, where these lines connect, that's going to give you those certain numbers in a row. So example, if you land a ball down here in hole 9, the 9 will light up. So now you want to start working your way either vertically, horizontally, or this diagonal, where these lines are touching. So if you're diagonal on this game and you get a 1 and a 19 and a 4, that's not going to count, because notice there's no lines here. So as we put in coins or credits, it's always on this game. I'm going to say on this game because a lot of them are very different. The rules get really complicated. Some have moving numbers, moving screens. It's really cool. And it's a very complex machine. I'm not going to even show you the insides of what's involved in this thing, because it's unreal. We'll do that in other videos. Check out my YouTube channel. I go through all this stuff. But, example. See where my lights are? Dang it. I just hit the button. So, I might as well bring it to that. On the front of the machine, This thing takes dimes. We're gonna drop dimes in here. Right now I've got it set. I got a little hidden button, but the coin mech is still in there. We'll take dimes. On the front of the machine, I got a couple buttons. 4 buttons in the plunger. This launches the balls. And unless you have the instruction card on here, you don't know what the hell those things do. My Bally Frolics over here, this has 2 buttons. So every game is different. So let's first take a look at the instructions. I want to try and cover out, I got the lights on in the basement, so first press the red button and deposit coin to start a new game. Player may then deposit additional coins or press red button to play for all advantages on back glass. I'm going to show you what the advantages are. Or play for selected advantages by pressing buttons and depositing coins. Red, blue, and yellow buttons must be played before shooting balls. Player may alternate between buttons as desired. First press desired button, then deposit coin. So your red button is play all advantages, and that's looking great. But these instruction cards are from 1952. So this is supposed to be blue, but it looks gray in the picture. Advanced skill scores. The yellow button, advanced super card arrows, light corners panel, light stars, advanced extra balls, arrows, and spot and number. And then you can't really tell what that color is right there, but it's green. So that corresponds with this. That's only for extra balls after you've shot all 5 balls. Okay, so every game you're going to get 5 balls, and you can earn up to 3 extra balls by lighting every one of those arrows per ball. Okay, next card here, to start a new game, push red button before depositing coin, wait for the score to register. Okay, here's my, check that out. I get excited about these little stickers here because it's IBW, Union made, buddy. Local 134 right here, right out of Chicago. This is where this is made, in Chicago. So I'm going to try and block this light a little bit better. Keeping the lights on down here so you could see the cabinet and all that other stuff. 3, 4, or 5 adjoining numbers, remember we talked about the lines, tied together by white line on main card, or 3 in line on a super card. It's the little cards on the side, I'll show you. When super card is lit, only 1 4-in-line score per game. Super card corners score 200 points, 200 credits. When super card is lit, only highest score inline score per game registers. Only highest corner score per game registers. Hit the red or yellow rollover when corresponding star is lit. So here's a star, and randomly it will light this rollover button or this rollover button. If the ball happens to go down past that and roll over it, it will light up some extra numbers, almost like you landed in those holes. So hit red or yellow rollover when corresponding star is lit to spot either 2, 5, 15, 16, or 17. It could be one of those, it could be all of them. This thing is random. For amusement only, no prize or gambling permitted. Score void if game is tilted, which means if you shake it enough, it goes into tilt mode and you lose your game. But by reading this and by the amount of coins that we're going to enter here, you can see this is straight up frickin' gambling, as it should be. 1952. These games are considered wood rails. These are the rails. They are made of wood. Because at the time, most manufacturers were forced to use what they had and save the metal for the war efforts. So I've got a few wood rails in my basement. Anything else, usually past about 1960, 61, they had to change over to these steel rails. But this is a wood rail. Wood lockdown bar, wood legs, pure awesomeness. So, by my stomach hitting the start button, and I already had credits. If you looked at the beginning of the game, there was 180 credits. Okay, by putting in one, it's like we entered 1 dime. So think of these credits as a dime. Okay, so 10 cents. So there's a $1.79 left in the machine, basically. Am I saying that right? No, it's 179 dimes. Let's just say that. So at this point, see how this is lit up? If I can get 3 in a line horizontally, it's going to award me 2 credits. 3 in a line vertically, so let's say 9, 13, and 1, I'm going to get 4 credits. Diagonal 6, if I get 4 in a line, I get 8 credits. 5 in a line, I'll get 50. As you insert coins, you have the chances, not guarantees, but chances that your odds will increase with a max payout per game of 200 credits. So, what those instructions were saying is, let's say, just for shits and giggles here, I get 3 in a line horizontal. Okay, I'm gonna just get 2 credits. This is bare minimum. So now, as I'm shooting, because it will give you your credits as you're playing. Once I get if I get a 4 in line, I'm gonna get 8 credits. Not 8 additional on this game, but the difference of what I've already made. So it will give me 6 extra credits. My total would be 8. And same thing, okay, let's say now I've got 8 credits, then it'll give me, if I got a 5 in a line somehow, I'm gonna get another 42 credits if I'm doing my math right. That will give me a total of 50. Okay, so at the super cards, got one here, we got one here. Notice this one is lit up because all 4 of these arrows, it'll go in sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, when supercard is lit 3 in line, and supercard scores 4 in line. So if we just left it as is, didn't add any more credits, let's say I get this 19, 7, and 20. Okay, that's my 3 in a line technically, but it's going to score as 4 in a line. So in this case, I'm going to get 8 credits, which means like 8 dimes in the machine. Okay, so there's a lot to these. These are super complex. A pinball to me is like playing checkers. Okay, no matter what you do, you're going to get some points. You know, there's rules to every game, but you know, you need to learn how to maximize your points. Playing bingo is like playing chess. Okay, there's different strategies to use. A lot of it's based on luck, but like I said, these are meant for pure gambling. So whatever's going to work here is only what's lit up. So in this case, by putting 1 dime in, or in our case, because we already had some credits on the machine, we used a credit. So right now I don't need to add dimes because I have credits built up on the machine. So it automatically went pop, 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 and lit up the super card. So now this card is valid. this center card is always valid because that's the main object of the game. This one is not lit. If I add another dime, or in our case reduce it by another credit, it may or may not give me anything. By adding another dime, my odds may increase. This super card may light one arrow, it may light two, it may go and light all four, and then once all four are lit, or at least once this last one is lit, this card will light up and become valid. Randomly, it will light up this corners. So if I land in 9, 6, 3, and 10, which would be the four corners of the card, 9, 6, 10, 3, I'm going to automatically get 200 credits. I have never hit four corners on this game yet, but who knows? Here's the red star that corresponds to this red star here on the playfield. This whole area down here is called the playfield. This is the back glass. This yellow star corresponds to this. Okay, then we have something down here called scores and spotting. Remember those features that we were talking about, that you can push a certain color button and it'll concentrate on that area? I'll show you what that is. Extra balls. I'm going to show you this because as we push those features, these extra balls may light up. If you notice, this arrow here is lit. That's always lit. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. But you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you get it across to this number 8, you'll get one extra ball. There are a total of 8 balls in this game, but every game you're guaranteed 5, and you can win up to 3 extra balls. After that, you know, if you don't have a bingo by then your game is over. You got to start over. So, as the features go up, or if I buy in extra balls a little bit later, I might get 1, I might get nothing. I might get 1, I might get a couple of them lit. It may go light up this whole thing, and automatically with 1 or 2 pushes of the button, I'll get all 3 extra balls. Like I said, it's pure gambling and the mood of the machine at the moment. So, I know this is long-winded. But this is really cool. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it because I'm going over the rules and stuff first. So, Bally product. One of the best. So, anyway, I pushed the button. Remember earlier I leaned on it. We started a game. It puts my ball in the shooter lane. That guy right there. If you never played pinball, if you're really young to not even know what pinball is, it's just a 1 in, well, on a bingo it's an 1 1/8 ball bearing, steel bearing. So we can technically play a full game right now. Okay? In fact, I'm going to do that just for fun. It's not really that fun because you're not winning much. So I'm just going to randomly shoot balls. You can shoot them one at a time. Oh, and because I started it over, I gotta wait for it to drop down and my next one to come up here. Hold on. But you can see it just bounces off. There's little pegs. Okay. So you can see down in these holes, the balls just fall through. But watch when I shoot this, once this hits, there's a switch up here. Once this hits, you see the shutter close. So it can hold the balls and actually press the button. So right now, let's see where we go. Okay, so we landed in 19. 19's a good number. I mean, up here it's arbitrary. It really doesn't matter until we start adding more. But check it out. We've got a 19 on our super card. So if I get a 7 or a 1 or a 10, that's going to do me some good. I'm just going to shoot a few balls here because this game's not going to pay out much anyway because we didn't add more credits. So I had shot 2 more. Let's just watch it light up as we go. So I got an 8 and a 24. That's not going to, I really don't have anything. So I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but after you shoot your 3rd ball, there's a motor in there that starts running. You'll hear some clicking. It's searching for winners because 3 balls in a row is the minimum that you can get to start winning something. Okay, now check this out. See how our super card is lit? That's fine. We got 1 number. We've already shot 4 of the 5 balls, so chances are we're not going to get a bingo on there. Over here, we've got 2 numbers there. If I hit a 25, I would get, a 3 in a row would act like a 4 in a row, so I would get 8 credits, 8 dimes, essentially. This machine in particular does not pay out in physical coins, it pays in credits. But, look at this. See how this is lit up and this is not? It still lights up here, but if we got a bingo here, it doesn't matter because we didn't play this card. This is where Bally or other manufacturers are genius because it entices you to say, ah crap, I should have put in more money. So, the only hope we have right now for a bingo, seeing that we shot 4 of my 5 balls already, is to get a 25. Which unfortunately, if I got that same 25 here, just the way it happened to line up, I would have had 4 in a row. But this is going to give me 3 in a line vertical, that will give me 4 credits. Let's see if we can do it. You can jiggle the machine a little bit. Just don't do it too much because it will tilt and you just lose your game. So I shot all 5 balls. We came close to getting credits for a 4 in a line with this 3, but we didn't get it. Okay, now I have an option. I have some credits on the machine, 179 still. If I push this green button, I can attempt to get extra balls. I can try and win some. But even if I do, how much am I gonna, what is my return on my investment here? Because remember, those are all dimes. Also keep in mind, with these older games, let's say you have, whatever, 5, 6, 999 credits on this. Some games go up to the thousands. You don't have all day to sit there in that bar, or laundromat, or wherever this game may have been placed. So what would happen is you'd go to whoever the shopkeep or bartender, whoever, you'd call them over, and as long as the game isn't tilted from you shaking it, you'll notice because there'll be a tilt light, he may pay you in some way for that win. Maybe you get 179 dimes. Maybe you get, a beer or 2. Maybe he writes it down and you're a regular and you come back and play another day and he just adds the credits onto the machine for you. Everybody had their own way of doing it. They kind of got away with it by putting this for amusement only crap down here. Come on, man. Somebody's making money off of these. Otherwise, once you see the inside of these, there's no way they put these things together and spent all that time designing it just for fun. It's all about making money. So, my balls are landed in the holes that I want up there. I'm going to push my red button and it's going to drop the balls. That shutter on the bottom is going to drop all the balls through the playfield, and you're going to see some flashing going on. It's going to start a new game. Let's push 1. There's 1. Okay. there's my ball ready to go. I'm not ready to play yet because I didn't get a super card. I got no lights. Okay, remember what I was saying? I think it stays lit up. It does not. See, you have to earn all 8 of these to get those extra balls. So I'm gonna push that same button again. You're gonna see a bunch of lights flash. Okay, that time my corners went on. So if I get, no matter what my credits are here, if I can hit 4 corners, I'm gonna get automatic 200 credits, and that's only by spending 2 of them. And I also got my first arrow, my extra ball lit up, and my odds jumped up 1 space. So I'm gonna push the same button again. Okay, my odds went up. I got 1 move towards an extra ball. See, the whole thing is there to entice you to put in more coins because you're getting closer and closer to getting extra balls or different features. I got 1 arrow on my super card. Once all 4 of those, once it gets to that last arrow, then that card will light. So let's see what happens. Push that same one again, my odds went up. That time I got nothing, but it still took a credit. So we're down to 173. So what I want to do, now this is when you start making some decisions. Okay, check this out. Remember, starting from the bottom up, 3 in a line horizontal, vertical, or diagonal, you get different credit values for 3 in a row. 4 in a line gives me 32, 5 give me 100. You know what? I'm greedy. I want it to be more worth my time. So right now, remember all those lights were flashing. I'm gonna come down here, advance skill scores, that's my blue button. If I push that, it's not labeled on the game itself. But if I push that, it's gonna say, you're not gonna see all the lights flash. You're only gonna see up in your scores, your credits flash. I may get something, I may not. Let's push it once. Okay, it went up. And you'll see it'll say, scores will light up here. It went up again. Okay. What it does is by pushing that, it focuses all of its attention instead of, you got a greater chance of winning something if you focus on one area. So here, I got a greater chance, and using my credits, I've got a greater chance of increasing my odds. Nothing. See, you can also waste credits too. Push it a couple more times. Let's give it 3 more presses. Let's see if we can get it up there. Nothing. Nothing for 2. Nothing for 3. Hell with it. So now we're going to concentrate on the features. Remember this down here? I'll cover up that light. Hey, you can advance super by pushing the 1 button. It'll run through super score, super card arrows, the corners which are already lit. It may light the stars. It may advance extra ball arrows, or it could give you a free number. Okay, so we're gonna push this button. Now watch. None of this will flash. See how complicated these are? And then I'm the one that has to go in and try and fix it and figure out why it's not doing it. So the only thing we got there was 1 advance on our arrow for an extra ball. Let's push it a couple more times. And notice that, okay, we lit a star. We lit the red star, not the yellow, just the red, which it shows up here. Okay. Let's give it, I don't know, 5 more, just to see what we got. Oh, we spotted a 15. So no balls were shot, but we have 15 lit up. That's good. Unless I land a ball in 15, then it's just a wasted spot. Push it again. Oh, we advanced another arrow or 2 on extra ball. Nothing. Nothing. See how the spotting side is lighting up though when I'm pushing that? Because that's what we're focusing on. Okay, I got one arrow advanced on my extra ball, and I lit that super card, so that's a good thing. Let's push it a couple more times. That'll take us to 156 credits. Okay, I lit my other star. So if I roll over that, I'll spot more numbers. Keep pushing it. Advance one on the extra ball. Oh, now I'm starting to advance this super card. Should we keep going? Hell yeah. I got nothing but time. Okay, check it out. I lit the first extra ball, so now instead of 5, I'm guaranteed 6 balls here. Now, if I was trying to do that, I don't have to light all 3 at once. Extra balls are the only thing that after your game is done of your 5 balls, you can actually buy extra balls, whether or not you have credits on the machine. So let's push the features another time. Oh, look, I spotted a 17, and I moved the arrow forward 1 on that super card. So now I'm feeling kind of lucky because it's enticing me. I'm moving up in my extra balls. Now I got the second arrow of 2. 3 arrows. 4 arrows. I'm doing pretty good here. Nothing. Okay. Oh, I lit both super cards. Okay, so that's good. Technically now we're playing with 3 cards. But you know what? We can go back and push the red button again. That's gonna focus on everything. You'll see all the lights flash again. I got nothing. 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 Let's do some scores with the blue button. Nothing. Nothing. Now remember, every time I'm pushing one of these buttons, that's a dime. So, in 1952, a dime was worth a lot more than it is today. So this is why they wanted people playing these things. Okay, I'm doing just the features right now. Okay, I've lit 2 extra balls. Remember we had like 170 some credits when we started. We are down to 133. And we haven't even played the game yet. So just for fun, I'm gonna push the all button one more time. Yep, I lit that first arrow for the 3rd extra ball. But you know what? I'm not gonna get greedy here. You can play the game anytime you want. It's just how much do you want to put in it, and what's a good return on your investment of what you put in. So let's shoot the first ball. Hopefully I don't get a 15 or 17 because they're already lit. Okay, I got 7. See it lit up down there and on my super card. I want to point out one more thing here. If it bounces around, I don't know if the camera's showing, you can see these little posts. They bounce around. These are new rubbers. These things by the lights, those little curly metal things, it's spring metal. But if I make it all the way down and it doesn't go in a hole, it goes in this bottom hole. It says ball return. It'll just bring it back up here. It drops down, there's a little ball lift that puts it back up in the track. So you get that one, you get to shoot it again. You can do this one at a time, you can shoot them all, doesn't matter. It just depends on your strategy. Come on, run that over. Oh, I got ripped off there. Okay, so I got 23. So I need a 10, a 5, a 10, 19, 20, 3, 9, 25. Any of those will work. And that was ball 2. There's ball 3. There's a 1. Didn't really do me much. 4th ball, you start hearing the motor running. 9. Okay, so I got 9. Oh, look, if I can get a 12, that's gonna pay me like 4 in a row. So that would give me 96 credits. I hope I get to learn something for you guys while we're here. Otherwise, this whole video is kind of a waste. Run over that star. There you go. Hear that click? Check it out. Spotted some numbers. Look at that. So 3 in a row horizontal. It gave me 24. 24 credits there. Okay. So now, if I can get a 3, I'll have 4 in a row, which will give me the difference to 96 credits. Or a 13 will also give me 4 in a row. Or a 10. I'm gonna get whatever's greater. So if I get this 10, it's gonna give me the 4 in a row. It's not gonna also give me a 3 in a line vertical. You know, I only get whatever's greatest. Whatever the greatest payout is on here is what I get. Some games are different. Some you get all of it. Okay, so I went in that hole. I'll get that back. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 balls landed in holes. But yet, with all the spotting, we've got 5, 8 numbers spotted. It's kind of rare. Actually, this is turning out to be an okay video here. 20. What'd they give me? Okay. Even if I got a 14, because I did better at some point here, I already got a 3 in a line horizontal, so I'm not going to get anything even if I got a 14. If I get a 19, it'll give me that difference of the 4 in a row. So I'm looking for a 19, a 13, a 10, or a 12. Oh, there's a 3. So with all this racket going on, people from in the bar or wherever this thing had to be, people start hearing this, it attracts more people. It's all electromechanical, so sometimes it cycles through 2 or 3 times before it adds up all that's necessary, but this game does score correctly. Okay, so with that being said, I got 96 credits off of this game. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 7th ball. Technically right now it's my last ball because I didn't light up all 3. So if I get this, which is giving me a 4 in a row, I already got a 4 in a row, so I'm not going to win anything. The best I can hope for is to get that 10 and get a 5 in a row. And that would give me my 200 credits. So, I'm going to shoot this, see what happens. $13. Okay, see, I got a 4 in a row there. I'm actually doing really good tonight. This never happens. This is awesome. But, notice I'm not winning anything because I already got a 4 in a row. Okay, so where we left off, we got a 4 in a row. The best we can do is to hit that 10 and get a 5. Okay, so the difference between that 96 and the 200, 104 credits, what are my odds of hitting that 10? See, now this is where decision making again has to come in. I'll show you just for fun. We've already shot all the balls we have, except I did not light that 3rd extra ball yet. So I push the green button. I'm just showing you that normally I wouldn't do this because I may push it once and get all those arrows lit up for that extra ball, that last ball. I may get nothing. So how many credits am I going to put in order to take that chance? Normally at this point I would just start a new game, or I would go tell the bartender I'm ready to cash out. So let's hit it and see what happens. The extra balls lights up. I got one arrow, so 1 credit, 1, nothing. That's 2, 3, nothing, 4, nothing. Oh, I got 1 arrow. Okay, now if you haven't noticed, even though this is all random, if you hit big wins, or your odds are way up, or any of that, there is what's called a reflex unit in these that will make getting certain features and stuff harder. They weren't stupid when they designed these. They're way smarter than me. And that was before computers and stuff, so I'm just going to push it. How many times is that? Like 6? Let's just say 6, 7. I'm just going to see how many it takes. 8, 9, 10, 11. Meanwhile, I'm burning up credits by pushing that. Now, if I had 0 credits and I really felt I could do it, if I pushed that button first and put in actual dimes, I could do that. Right now, I'm burning up dimes via push button. It may take a bit. It's not moving. I've pushed it probably, what, 10, 12 times? Oh, there we go. See how I got all of them at once? Okay, here's my extra ball. That's the last ball in the machine. If I can hit a 10, hey man, more power to me. But otherwise, let's say it took 15 times. I just wasted $1.50 for this extra ball. Let's see what we can do. Nothing. So that was it. I can't go any further. So what would happen now, none of these work. Extra balls doesn't even work because it's spent. The only thing that's going to work, push this button, drop the balls, and we're back to square 1. Right now, as it's going, 206 credits. So I would take that towards a new game, or go cash it in, and I would go home. But I hope you guys like this video. If you would give it a thumbs up, at least if you're watching this on YouTube, you know, just for taking some time to film this. It's long-winded. Look at the artwork on that. It's original 1952. This hasn't been retouched or anything. The back glass is really good. You got a couple little flakes missing there, a little bit on the sides, you know. But other than that, this thing is in really good shape. When I got it, it didn't work. It sat forever, which is usually the death of these things. But really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this kind of entices you to maybe look for one. If you guys want to come by, I'm in Northwest Indiana. You can come anytime if you want to come down here and play any of my games. They keep on going down here into the dark. There's another bingo. That's a Dixieland. Mostly pinballs. I got a couple slot machines and stuff like that. They're all turned off right now. But I got an old 1951 puck bowler. But come on by. Just hit me up in the comments and we can exchange information, whatever. But if you get a chance one day to take a look at a bingo, it could be worth your time. They're addicting. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you next time.